What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Alphas. Man, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And of course, I'm joined by the one, the only Uniqo. Williams, how you doing there, Uniqo?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Yeah. We're going to get into it, but first, I got to do what I do. I didn't have Monday morning quarterback, so I got to do it on this show, Friday Night Lights, featuring Uniqo Williams. So I gotta do what I gotta do. I didn't have it Monday. This normally not gonna be a Friday Night Lights thing. This is gonna be a Monday morning quarterback. But I do owe people an apology. First off, I owe Mike Tomlin an apology. Now these apologies only last 1 week because I said that you're gonna get killed the previous week, but it's still an apology I owe. The second one is to I don't even want to do. I do it, Geno Smith. I do owe you an apology. I said y'all gonna get thrashed. I don't even know why you was on TV. I said a lot of stuff. I said it wasn't in bad faith, but I should have known better. That's the only reason I apologize, because I should have known better. I should have known you was gonna do your thing because you are a veteran quarterback. You was a first round pick, potentially first round pick. You is a talented guy. Shout out to West Virginia. So I had to do my apologies for the week. I always got to do that on Monday morning quarterback. If you prove me wrong, I am a man enough to apologize. Unico, how do you think? Well, how do you feel about week one?
I was super happy for Geno Smith. I love Geno. I love Geno. I've always loved Geno. I loved him with the Jets. I love Geno Smith. I love him. Always have. I won a lot of money playing with the Jets because that's when they had Revis, and then Geno Smith was a serviceable quarterback, and that's what we like. I want to know where all the slander is coming from in regards to Russell Wilson. Dangerous, if you will. We got Baldwin coming back talking that stuff. Doug Baldwin, a wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. We got a lot of ex-players for the Seahawks coming out and tweeting all types of things. We even saw that old snooty cheerleader meme. We saw that. What's going on with Russ that we don't know?
Hey, normally when quarterbacks go to their hometown, but before the game they cheered, and then when the game started, they get booed loud. Russ got booed the entire time. I think it might have a little bit to do with Pete Carroll too.
The only person that they like on that that likes him that it seems like is DK Metcalf.
But DK again, they go back to DK Metcalf wasn't there when
during the Legion of Boom and
when they tried to make him look like the man instead, and they felt like he cost them a Super Bowl. Richard Sherman still talks about it, by the way. To this day, Richard Sherman will still talk about how they try to make him look like the man. So probably some resentment. Yeah. And then you asked to leave the team after they put all this emphasis on you to be the man. Then you try to leave. If I guess they feel disrespected. Like, you should always want to be here. Only way you should leave is if they are trying to trade you. They show week one thing. What is anything else week one, Joe? Before we move on to week two,
we know that the Colts are undefeated, and they're also not winners either. So we got that going on. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons. We want to give a shout out to the New York Giants for pulling it out against Tennessee. What else did we see? And also we want to give a big shout out to Pat Mahomes. And Justin Herbert. It's just been reported that he has fractured ribs.
And he's day to day.
Day to day, they will reevaluate him on Wednesday to see if he will be ready to practice. So we're talking about practice at this point. So we're gonna wait on that on Wednesday. Practice? But the AFC West is exactly what we thought it would be. These games are exactly what we thought it would be. That both teams played defense last night. I thought it was going to be a high scoring 42. Thursday night. Yeah, last night. I thought it was going to be a high scoring affair. It wasn't, but it was good stuff though.
Yeah. Speaking of that game, we're going to go into the stats. We're going to show the stats right here. If y'all can see, we have 27-24.
Yes, we can.
You see,
good job.
You see Justin Herbert with 33 or 48, 334, 3 touchdowns, and the pick that cost them the game. But I don't even put that on him, man. I don't
What
even put
about
that
that
on.
Travis Kelsey body slam rock bottom? What about that? What about that? 'Cause that was a good way to bring us into week 2.
It was. I don't put that pick on him though, cause my boy Gerald Everett was dead tired. My man spit out his mouthpiece when he caught the pick. Shout out to the 7th round pick, by the way. Shout out to the 7th round pick. Y'all see him right here. Defense, you'll see the interception. Jalen Watson, 7th round pick, wasn't supposed to play, but McDuffie was hurt. Late game scratch. He ends up playing, and of course, y'all know the rest.
Big Red is going big red, man.
Yeah. So they made the plays. You see, like I said, is the running game. They stopped the run. Mike Williams had an amazing game. Everett, besides the one play, had an amazing game. Josh
That's 2
Palmer had
weeks
a
in a
big
row
catch.
for Elker. That's 2 weeks in a row where he has underperformed.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they 48 throws, man. But 2.8 yards per carry.
That's not going to work.
Yeah. They had a lot of chances. The Chargers had a lot of chances. Asante Samuel Jr. dropped that big. The ball hit his knee. If you're a player, you know, had that happen when you caught the ball, you bring it down, but you jump it, so your knee come up, pop it. He had a chance to recatch it. He quite couldn't do it. They had one more chance that he had a chance to jump it, but he was a little late on the jump. So he had 2 chances. Pat put up that's championship though. That's championship. Chargers, I picked y'all that might go to the AFC Championship game. You got to make those plays because they had a 7th-round rookie make the play and go 99. Let's go to the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes, of course, very efficient game. 24 for 35, 235, 2 touchdowns. This is big for me. I see y'all see the thing. 8 carries, 74 yards, 9.2 yards a carry. Only 8 carries though. Andy Reid.
Big Red.
Run the ball. I don't know. Run the ball. Travis Kelsey, 5 catches for 51 yards. Justin Watson from Penn, Ivy League, out here showing out. He last year, the first play of the game, he dropped the ball from Tom Brady. This year, he caught it on a big play against J.C. Jackson, an amazing defensive back, one of the premier corners in the league. No one had a crazy game. They even did a good job on Travis Kelsey. They took away a lot of what they wanted to do, but overall, Pat didn't have no interception. That's the biggest thing. As you can see, passing yards, 326, 226. Rushing yards, 75, 93. Chiefs had 5.9 yards per play. Chargers had 5.4. That means every 2 plays, you had a first down, which is good. Chargers were 4 for 4 on 4th down, but 5 for 16 on 3rd. Wasn't that good? 74 plays to 54. Chargers dominated the ball. That also could be contributed to the fact they called a pick 6 at the 1-yard line. Then they got the ball right back, so they get more plays when they wouldn't have them. 2 sacks allowed from the Chargers, 1 sack by the Chiefs. Shout out to that Chiefs new offensive line because Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa are not nothing to play with on their defense. Darwin James, we finna get out of this. Darwin James and all of those guys they not nothing to play with, Joe. J.C. Jackson, the corner, all 3 of them could have been starters all 4 of them players I named are starters in the Pro Bowl. Then Asante Samuel Jr., young player, Asante Samuel's son. It was a good game last night. Your thoughts, Joe?
Good game. Good game.
Yep, excellent game. We about to get into the football schedule. If Joe have nothing else, we about to get into week 2 and pick. We're gonna pick our teams. We're gonna pick and we're gonna know why. So, Joe, first up, Giants Bears. Why? And why?
Let's see Justin Fields not play in a monsoon. And then also this is a tough game to call. I'm not really sure on this one. I could because I believe in Danny Dimes. I like him.
His coaches
still like
didn't
Danny
last
Dimes.
week.
Huh?
His coaches didn't. Do not throw the ball.
But you got Saquon Barkley, and again, we're about to have to see what Justin Fields is made of. So I'm gonna be an Ohio State fan. I'm gonna go with Chicago. Also, we love Chicago and we love the ladies in Chicago, especially the ones that be scamming people. So we're gonna go with Chicago.
I'm going with Chicago too. I believe in Justin Fields more than Danny Dimes, even though I do think the Giants might be a surprise team. But I just, I just believe in Justin Fields more. That's it.
We're
Next
gonna
up,
find out that this game is going to determine how I choose in Chicago games going forward.
yeah. We're going sideways, so we're gonna go LA Rams, Eagles. I got the Eagles. I feel like the Rams are still high on a Super Bowl. Uh, they got two receivers that are amazing. Jalen Ramsey got cooked last week. Do he make up for it, or is his confidence shot? I'm banking on his confidence shot. The quarterback bench press more than a D lineman for the Rams, except for Aaron Donald. So I was like Aaron Donald, he bench press probably more than all of them. So, or are they go or Joe? Are they gonna come down from their Super Bowl high and actually play good football? Because the risk for Matthew Stafford did not look good week one.
A.J. Brown. That's what I got to say.
Oh, we
This
didn't
gonna be tough for that secondary. They gonna have the secondary gonna have a long day. And then also we saw that Jalen Hurts, he still will run the ball. He's not a willing runner, but he will stay in that pocket, but he'll go. He had a very good game last week, running the ball and throwing it. So and like I say, A.J. Brown is gonna be the problem. I say that the Rams come out of this 0-2.
Ooh, I'm doing the same way. By the way, for the Bears and Giants squad, I didn't give a score. 21-17. Joe, score for that game. We didn't get a score.
Chicago, New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely low scoring affair. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a 17-14. Your score sounds more realistic though.
Yeah, I think they'll be
Not a shootout.
I think the Giants will be up 17-14. Justin Fields make a play in the fourth quarter. Probably early in the fourth. It won't be at the end, but I think he'll make a play. Rams
It's something I can see.
Yeah. Rams and Eagles, I think the secondary gonna have a tough time with stopping the run and that. So I'm going 30-21 Eagles.
That's a good score. I'm gonna agree with you on that too. It's if there's a spread of 3.5, I say that you take the Eagles to beat that spread.
Yeah. Falcons, Cowboys. Joe, who you got?
I'm worried on this one. The Falcons are kind of scary from a rushing standpoint.
Kadarius Patterson.
I'm going Falcons. Unless if that backup quarterback comes out and he plays well for the Cowboys, somebody's in trouble in Dallas. But somebody is also getting paid in Dallas. So it's a win-win. We don't see Dak back for 6 to 7 weeks. So I think they shut him down for the rest of the year, honestly. But so if this Rush kid comes out there and he does his thing, I say it could be close. It could be close. Hold on. Let me think about it. This might be a must-win game for Dallas.
I'm going Dallas.
You going Dallas?
Yes. Atlanta just choked another lead in the first game of the season after being up 21-10. Was all right? I think that's the score, right? 21-10.
Yeah, they came back on them.
And then Jameis Winston just at the end. He's hurting everywhere, Joe. He's hurting everywhere.
Everywhere. Hold on. And while we're in Dallas for a second, if you don't mind, can I do it? Gig them.
I don't even know.
Are they going to do a midnight yell for Dallas?
Should not. But
I went down the Peachtree, and I dug deep. That's a Texas A&M joke, guys. Anyway, yeah.
After a loss to no name school, but Appalachian State is no name. If you know them,
they're not no name. They beat. They are good. They got a good.
They beat Michigan 20 years ago, Joe.
But we live off of that.
They beat.
We're living off of that.
Okay? They beat Michigan 20 years. That guy been in the league, played like a decade, and then he out the league now. He done retired. The quarterback, for y'all that don't know, I forgot his name.
He's an impact player on NCAA. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah, NCAA had a game since Geno Smith and them. Well, Pat White was on the game. That's when the last.
Shout out to Pat White.
Andrew Luck was on the last NCAA. He was on there.
Gig him.
Michigan was bad for a decade after this.
Let's go Aggies this weekend against Miami.
Who they get? We're gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna go college football. But I got Dallas winning 24-14 because Atlanta just gonna somehow give up points. Michael
Could be
Parsons probably
28-21. I think we're gonna Zeke gets the ball a little bit more this week, I think.
Diggs gonna get a pick six. I think Michael Parsons gonna probably get a strip sack. They run it in. That's how they gonna get their points. CeeDee Lamb gonna have one big play because they did. Cordero Patterson probably gonna have 2 touchdowns because
Cordero Patterson is like the coldest player in the league right now. He came in.
Cordero Patterson was playing when old boy was playing. They came in the league around the same time. He's just that good at this age.
He came in, like Chicago gave the league the blueprint on how to use Cordero. Like, there's like, listen, since we can't throw the ball, this is what you do with him. And that's what he did. And that's, man, the Falcons just ran the ball with him, gave him screens, and you can't tackle him. He's 6'4", 240 pounds, man. He's a problem.
People don't remember. They think they see him as the big running back now, but people forget when he was in Minnesota, he was a pure number one receiver. But now he's more like
with the Vikings. He was a much better Percy Harvin.
Yeah, now he's Deebo Samuels because he was skinny too.
Pretty much, yeah.
But now he's Deebo. It went from Percy Harvin to Deebo because he gained weight over his age. But he's
damn
good
running back. I'm sorry, he was your running back number one at number 84.
Yeah, he was receiver number one. Now he's running back number one. That's how he evolved. Hey, kid, stay in the league, my guy. What was the score you gave it? I gave 24-14.
It could be 28-21. I think that I think Dallas put some points on the board. There's an interception run back, but Mariota, he is turnover prone. So we'll see what happens.
Mike going out a little bit, Joe.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Mariota is good for turnovers, especially when running the ball. We saw it last week.
And Micah Parsons, a monster. I got him a defensive player of the year after the first game, even though they lost, because he kept Tom Brady. We're the only reason he win the game because Micah Parsons is harassing Tom Brady. Speaking of Tom Brady, I don't know. Do I have to say it? 30-10, Bucks beat Panthers.
Is that right? Because I think that the Saints play the Buccaneers this weekend.
Is this the right one? Hold on, what week?
Itachi?
Out of here. Let me stop sharing the screen. Did it? NFL schedule week 2.
Yeah, the Buccaneers. Hold on.
That was the wrong schedule.
This is the wrong schedule.
I deleted them all. It'll be all right. I'll edit this. I'll take it out when we start.
Patriots Steelers.
Remind me at 18:55. That's when we start again. We'll just edit it out.
18:55. We're going to start all over. Are we live right now?
Yeah, we are live, so we're not going.
I apologize, y'all. It's all good. Don't trip. All right.
Ain't nobody in here. So 19:10. I didn't want to say nobody here with 19.
All right. So we got Dolphins, Ravens.
Who you got, Joe? Dolphins or Ravens?
I like the Dolphins. I like them as a team. I like Tua. I like the receiving core. It's right now, I'm just wanting somebody to get their money, and that is Lamar Jackson. So I want to go with the Ravens. I want them to, I think it'll be a very close game. I'm thinking 20-17 maybe, unless Lamar is still trying to get paid. Then it could be 35-14 possibly. So, but I definitely want the Ravens to win because I want Lamar Jackson to get paid. After he gets paid, I can probably have a better take.
Yeah, I'm going Miami in this game. I think too much speed, way too much speed.
And Marcus Peters is still an asshole. So we saw him on the bus. He said, "Don't bring that shit over here, my nigga."
Joe, score. What score you
have? It's either going to be 20-17 or 35-14.
Ooh.
Based on if Lamar is still trying to get paid or not.
I got it 28-24. Miami over Ravens.
Miami puts up points. A lot of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
That's fair. Hold on, let
Jets
me turn
Brown.
Venture Brothers down real quick. I apologize.
Jets Browns. I got the Browns. I just think they overall team defensive speed is amazing. Great running game. I don't know. Did you see the running game last week? Did y'all see the running? I don't know. I'm showing it, but
I mean, this
running game
Kareem
was
Hunt and
incredible.
Chubb are a problem.
They are, and I don't think the Jets can stop them. So I'm going Browns 35-14 over the
I like
Jets.
that score. Jets are 0-2 after this Sunday. I just can't see it. Jacoby Brissett, he doesn't make those mistakes. And he doesn't make the big plays either. He makes good enough plays. So that's where I'm at.
True. Washington Lions. Carson Wentz is going to pop off and then fall off. But Carson Wentz is pop off season and he playing the Lions. I got the Commanders. I got them 28-21.
I agree. Lions did put up a good fight last week against the Eagles. Jared Goff, ex Super Bowl playing in quarterback, he's still there. So, I mean, I think it'll be a tough game, maybe 24-21. Commanders.
Oh, this is my favorite. I gotta go to you on this one. Colts at Jaguars. You know the struggles y'all have at Jacksonville?
We have struggles in Jacksonville, but I will say this week, Trevor Lawrence shows us that he is just a second-year quarterback, and Matt Ryan shows him he's been in the league for 35 years.
So somebody gotta win in this division, I guess.
Somebody has to win.
Somebody has to have a win in this division. Somebody has to. Buccaneers Saints.
I'm famous Jameis all day long. I'm riding with the Saints. Who that?
I agree. 24-21. I'm going with the Saints. Tom Brady still.
Tom Brady goes home this week to go to Giselle. He goes back to Giselle this week. Like, maybe he was right, baby.
Shout out to my cousin DeMario. He has never lost to Tom Brady. DeMario Davis played for the New Orleans Saints defense end, all pro defense end. So shout out to him. So he gonna do it again. He ain't never lost to Tom Brady. He ain't starting today.
We not gonna start this weekend, no sir.
And we done beat this man 4 straight years. 8-0, DeMario Davis versus Tom Brady. We ain't starting this year. So Tom Brady, like you beat him before I got here. You ain't beating him when I'm here. So I'm going with them again. I'm going with the Saints 24-21. You give us confidence, y'all?
Man, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Giants, Panthers. Joe,
okay. Baker Mayfield comes out of this thing 0-2. I'm just not here for Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry. He was mean and abusive to a black coach at one point. I don't rock with Baker Mayfield. I used to rock with him. I like his attitude, but you did it to the wrong one, a black coach. I'm cool off Baker Mayfield. I say that Denny Dimes is 2-0 after this one. Let's give it a because they suck on offense. Let's give this one 24-10.
I give it. Baker just ain't good, so I'm gonna give it 21-14. I guess I give the Giants.
That's okay. That's a good score. I'm okay with that.
I just don't trust Denny down to put up points, and I feel like Baker gonna get one play. He always get one play, and then they gonna brag about it and tell me how good, and then Skip going, look at this one play he did. I'm like, bro, he threw 35 times.
That's Baker on fire. I'm like, bro, that was a 17-yard play.
One time he had a good throw, but he gonna have one because he is talented. He just, but yeah, I agree. Joe, Patriots at Steelers.
Let's do it, Steelers. Let's go, Mike Tomlin. Who else we got going? Gardner Minshew or Mason Rudolph? It doesn't matter.
Joe, that's last year. Mitchell Trubisky.
Let's go. Najee is still a boss. And then Matt Jones is who I thought he was, an Alabama quarterback.
Hey, Jalen Hurts said he's gonna make up for this.
Somebody's going to have to. There's too many starting Alabama quarterbacks, and they really not great quarterbacks, if you ask me. So I'm going to go Steelers in a close one, 20-14. I think that maybe 20-13. 2013, tough loss. Patriots take an L. Bill Belichick.
Yeah, this is. I'm going Steelers. I owe Mike Tomlin an apology. I'm not doing it again. So, hey, maybe I owe Bill Belichick an apology next week. But ooh, this changed my mind. Rams, Falcons. I'm just gonna give it to you. Rams.
They are legit playing this week. So,
yo, they don't know what happened. It's gone. This is what I get for Google, man. This is what I get for Google. I should have just went to the NFL.com.
My guy earlier in the show put up the 2013 schedule, and it was featuring Michael Vick with the Jets.
No, it was last year, but
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, but I went to Google, so I'm now finna stick to my NFL.com. I'm hoping that the one I got right, and I screenshotted them, so I know the next one right. But like I said, the Rams winning probably 30 to. They gotta get their back. They gotta get their get back. 30 to 10.
I'm going Falcons with this one. I'm going. I'm saying that Matt Stafford goes 0-2. Falcons, I believe that they put up to, I believe that'll be a 27-18. I'm not 18, 27-21 kind of game. I think there's gonna be a lot of field goals involved. I don't think they get past 30 either team.
Aaron Donald gonna dominate that game. That's what I just feel.
To mention, we got. I mean, I'm saying they're gonna run Cordero, so that's why I'm saying it's gonna be a low scoring game because of that right there is the fact that the Falcons are going to just run the ball. There's not going to be a lot of passing.
I think even if they run the ball, Aaron Donald going to come back on a mission. But 49ers Seahawks. Am I going with the Seahawks? Hey, am I making up for my apologies this week?
Did Trey Lance start last week?
He did. I don't know. I'm going 49ers 17-14. It's not going to be in a monsoon, I don't believe. I don't believe it's just going to be a game of whoever runs better in thick water at a horrible field. That's Soldier Field.
Soldier Field is the worst field of all time. And it's like almost the worst stadium next to MetLife Stadium.
No, the worst field might be Heinz Field. That field was absolutely
Heinz
horrible.
Field has never been redone ever.
They even play state championship games and college football games there. They play 3 different games there a week, and it just be tore up every week.
Every single week.
Now, the stadium is nice, but I'm just talking about the field.
Well, I'm here to tell you this. We are riding with Geno Smith until the wheels fall off, baby. Let's go. I got Geno Smith pulling it out. I don't think he's going to score a whole bunch of points. The defense is going to rise. That Adams boy is out, though, for Seattle. I think
he out for the season. He tore his pectoral muscle.
Good job, Pete Carroll. Great job. Another good trade. Good job. Yeah, we're going to go Geno Smith, and I think that if you pull it out, I think it could be a 20-17 game. Because we still got a kid in quarterback for the 49ers. We're going to watch that game closely for sure. There might be some Jimmy Chance out there, though. Jimmy Garoppolo.
But it ain't a month. I didn't hold week 1 against them because they were playing in a monsoon. The fact that and plus he's an athlete, but he ain't quite used to running like Justin Fields is. So when it's all wet, the quarterback who can run better probably win. It's just random. When I saw him do a slide in the thing and water flew up like it was a water park, I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna blame nobody for losing that game. They just want to
because it came right. That rain came right to me after that game, and it was serious. It was serious.
So I'm saying, Bengals Cowboys. The Bengals get out. The same thing with the Rams. Super Bowl teams get their 5 first win. Bengals probably beat Cooper Rush 30-10 unless Eli Apple just becomes trash and get killed by CeeDee Lamb. But hopefully they don't leave 1-1.
Chase, Jamar Chase. That's all I got to say. If you ain't got nothing else, you got him. Joe Mixon, he looked really good last week. And man, that Bengals, y'all keep on talking about the Bengals got a new offensive line. That boy got sacked like a million times. So there could be some trouble there. I think there's some trouble with that offensive line. But I think that the Bengals have more firepower than Dallas, especially with a quarterback that is quote unquote more experienced. He went to the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow. I think that they pull this one out. I say that they beat the Cowboys 28-20.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, but that was against TJ Watt. So I can kind of forgive him. You ain't going to get
that defense. That Steelers defense is not to be reckoned, but he's out though.
And Minka Fitzpatrick
he's got a torn pec.
Yeah, Minka Fitzpatrick is a monster. But they are going against Micah Parsons. So Micah Parsons is a defensive player of the year candidate to me already. Dude's a monster. Broncos, Texans. Russ finally gets a win. Let's ride. Let's go.
Who's the quarterback for the Texans? We just
nobody knows. Some dude.
Some guy. Broncos got to get this W. You have to.
I'm going 28-10. I don't know who the quarterback is. Mills is pretty good. I think it's David Mills.
Mills. Yep, Davis Mills. I mean, he's not a bad quarterback, but I don't trust him, and I wouldn't pay him a whole bunch of millions of dollars for sure.
He's mid.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Broncos on this one. And the Texans finally become defeated instead of undefeated.
Raiders, Cardinals. Cardinals look absolutely terrible.
Raiders all day, baby.
31-10. I don't know.
Yes. He won't stop playing Call of Duty. I hope is it a double XP weekend? Because that's when you know you get the worst out of that boy.
Man, didn't the 2K just drop?
Oh, 2K just dropped too?
Hey, the new COD Modern Warfare 2 just dropped, Joe. It dropped. The beta dropped. You playing the beta all week.
Oh, yeah. It's over with. He's not touching a playbook.
2K and Modern Warfare 2 just dropped. It's 2 games.
He has infinite VC. Yeah, I say the Raiders take this one. Las Vegas, you looking good, man, despite some of the off-season losses that you've taken.
Devontae Adams he a dog.
He is a dog, bro. Some of his routes that I saw this past Sunday, because I was still in red zone, and some of his routes are just out of this world. Y'all can't see him. I'm sorry.
John Cena. We got Packers, Bears. This is interesting because the Packers look absolutely horrible.
I'm going, let's go, Windy City. Let's go. You used to be the Windy City. You are now the Windy City. Let's go. Chicago, I am rooting for you. Justin Fields, Ohio State, OHIO. Let's get it. Aaron Rodgers, I got some hookah for you.
You don't want a hook. You want a whole.
He started smoking hookah on the sideline. It's over with.
He don't want hookah. He want a perk. This don't stop pain. I got Perk Rodgers. Perk Rodgers is going to get it together.
Perk Rodgers for the W.
Perk Rodgers is going to get it together. I got it 28-21. Closer game than it should be that you expect it to be at the beginning of the season. But Perk Rodgers pull it out. He gonna get hit hard and he gonna not feel nothing.
That's our society, y'all. We're calling Aaron Rodgers one of the greats, a future Hall of Famer. Brett Favre's. Speaking of Brett Favre. Anyway, oh shoot, yeah, Brett Favre, he was big on painkillers too. Allegedly.
No,
that's what we're falling down to. We are calling Aaron Rodgers Perk Rodgers now.
He told Joe Rogan. We didn't ask him. He gave the information willingly. Okay, Perk. He's like, I took Percocet while I'm on the field. Okay.
He drinks psychedelic water as well. So.
He said, yeah, but nobody asked him that. He just told us willingly.
I got this water from India. Did you?
How do you get? And Joe Rogan, how do you get through playing like this? He's like, yeah, I take Percocet. Okay. I'm like, nobody asked you about this, but okay.
I say Justin Fields wins this soberly. 20-13.
I got Perk Rogers winning it on perks. Maybe that's what he needed last week. I knew he became a hippie. He used to be like CM Punk, now he a hippie. I'm like, why he acting so different? When he on Pat McAfee giving them long speeches about nothing, I'd be like, what is he talking about? He all psychedelics.
Bro, anybody that brings a packet of papers and says, let me read this first on somebody's show, that means you are on perks, bro.
He might want no perk. He probably on acid or one of them other things he be taking. All them other, probably lick the frog or something.
Everything.
Because you remember he used to be like a jerk, and now he like all like philosophical. Like, I read 30 books. I'm like, okay. All right, Perk Rogers. All right, Titans, Bills. Titans need this win, but the Bills at Buffalo, and we know they go crazy at Buffalo. Josh Allen.
I say 42-28. Josh Allen blows them out.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
He scores every time he gets the football, whereas the Titans eat up a whole bunch of clock, get close, and miss field goals. That's all that's going to happen in this game.
But and like I always said, like I said last week, Buffalo secondary is amazing against everybody but Aaron Rodgers. I mean, not Aaron Rodgers, everybody but Patrick Mahomes. They are literally all pro until they play Kansas City every time. Nobody does nothing against them until they play Patrick Mahomes.
Bills are my AFC favorites to go to the Super Bowl this year.
I think they need home field because they play KC again. I don't know what it is, something about Patrick Mahomes and them, but it is what it is with that. I got the Bills prop born 35-14. Finally, we got to the last game, and then we're going to do some college football picks. We're going to go over a little college football. Then we're going to get out of here, and I got a wrestling show right after. So be on the Overall 99 Media channel. See the link in below. On my Zelle link tree. Like and subscribe. Joe, give him a quick. Where you can find Uniqo halfway through.
UniqoWilliams.com, baby. That's where you find me. All roads lead to right where you at right now.
Yeah, he does gaming and reactions and stuff on his channel. So go check him out, man. He be dope content. Especially if you're in the red
overall 99 too. And we can see if my horse actually has some sense this week. And so far, no good.
Yeah. We got overall 99 gaming channel. We got overall 99 gaming channel, all that stuff. So if you enjoy the content, remember, as it says right there, like and subscribe. And as you can see at the bottom, we're going to show our ass to the people and members of our team.
Because gig 'em. That's the colors this week. Texas A&M.
I am maroon and white. If y'all don't know, this is my school, my high school. So I do love maroon. Me some maroon and white inside that.
Shout out to Mississippi State. Oh, we'll talk about them in a little bit. I'm sorry.
You probably
Eagles Vikings.
Eagles Vikings. Eagles win. I don't know what to say. Eagles win. I'm on that train heavy this year. Shout out to Kirk Cousins.
I want first cousins.
I'm going AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts. I think they're gonna do their thing.
Hey, give us a recap about when we were talking about their schedule from last year. Hey, we had a good ass take about something that happened already.
Hey, listen, they play sooner. They gonna play in week 4, and we gonna revisit the same conversation.
That's fair. That's fair. Because
they sure ain't played them yet, but they do play this season.
But I do like the Vikings. That Jefferson boy is a problem. Do you hear me?
He is. But football looks interesting this week. Shout out to Kansas City Chargers. I said it like they both. But the Chiefs versus Chargers, that game was amazing. How did you like, before we go to college football, how did you like how Amazon presented it? Because it looked new age, it looked cool. Unfortunately, if y'all didn't have good internet, it probably look like trash to you. Because,
dude, I watched that on my computer on Friday. I mean, not Friday. I watched it on my computer last night. Oh my goodness, that presentation was flawless. Shout out to Amazon. Shout out to Elon Musk. Or whoever runs Amazon. Oh, Jeff Bezos. But that was a really flawless presentation. But also, before we move on to college football, what do you think about LeBron's squat? His squat form. Did you see that video today on Twitter where he was squatting?
Joe, you got to send me this stuff for the Friday Night Light show.
Oh, my bad. I mean, I thought you might have saw it. I
No,
apologize.
uh,
Yeah. Okay. So never mind. Y'all go look up LeBron James doing squats. It is definitely not football squats. It is some different. I guess you pay millions of dollars a year to squat like that. So.
yeah. Friday
Oh,
Night Lights featuring Uniqo
also,
Williams.
Dennis Schroeder just got signed to the LA Lakers. So we have Russell Westbrook, we have Dennis Schroeder, and we have Patrick Beverly as your point guards for LA. Toxic or not?
It's gonna be a wild lineup. But LeBron now, so they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be good because LeBron there to bully everybody there. By the way, this is Friday Night Lights featuring Uniqo Williams. How you like that name, Joe?
That's cool. I like that. I like to be featured every now and then. It doesn't have to be my show all the time.
Here we go. We got some college football coming up. Georgia is number 1. Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan is number 4. Clemson is number 5. Oklahoma, Southern California, Kentucky number 9, and Arkansas is number 10. A lot of SEC, a lot of SEC. What 1, 2? If you include Oklahoma, that's 3. But 4, 5.
2 Big Tens.
Yeah, Ohio State and Michigan high up on the list.
Kentucky, that's interesting. I've never seen them that high in a long time for sure. But that's SEC. Arkansas being high. They haven't been that high since the running back that was there that one year. I forgot his name.
They had McFadden and Peyton Hillis.
McFadden.
You remember Peyton Hillis with her too for playing with the Browns. He was on the cover of Madden.
He literally was on the cover of Madden and nobody heard from him ever again.
He got injured from the Madden curse. Remember? He got
Texas A&M. How are they still number 24?
Well, they were number 6 last week. So
they were very highly ranked. And
I'm saying. Yeah, so they were very highly ranked. I don't think it was enough to get them out. You see Baylor 1-1, Florida 1-1, Utah 1-1. Them the 1-1 schools that made it. Texas 1-1, but they lost to Alabama, so they get forgiven. Ole Miss is in number 20.
We'll keep our eyes on them for sure. Mississippi State has a dogfight this weekend for sure.
They do. We're finna look at some games. Let's go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do our little pick 'em and we're gonna get out of here. Joe, yes, Georgia at South Carolina. You the quarterback that used to play with Oklahoma plays at Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler plays with South Carolina. He's pretty good, but Georgia defense is a monster.
That's the problem that's going to be the problem for South Carolina. It's Georgia. Like Georgia, I'm not afraid of their offense. It's their defense that's the problem. And their defense calls for you to hey, score 14 and we probably going to win. That's what Georgia's defense is asking for their offense to do.
Well, they got a new quarterback, so he's really good.
But South Carolina's always a tough team. They always played them pretty tough.
I want y'all to understand something about Georgia. Georgia held Oregon to 3 points. They didn't get past the 50. If you know anything about Oregon, they always score a lot of points.
That's all they do. That's all they do is score.
They didn't get past the 50 except for off a turnover against Georgia. That's insane. Georgia is for real.
Yep. Agreed.
Alabama's about to do. I don't even want to give scores for these. We just
is the spread 56 points on this?
It is. All I know is Nick Saban was mad at the end of the game against Texas because they almost lost. And when he gets mad, if your school ain't good the next week,
roll
Louisiana Monroe about to get destroyed.
Yep. Agreed. They about to get smacked up.
This gonna be the worst game of the week.
Like all the starters will play until 0 minutes left. If he's still the Nick Saban, I know they're about to kick their ass bad.
We got Ohio State versus Toledo.
Toledo plays Ohio State tough.
They usually do. Ohio schools seem to give them a little more time. I think Ohio State still winning by 21 though. They'll pull off in the end.
Agreed.
Michigan versus UConn. UConn was decent. Michigan defense too strong though. Michigan wins easy.
I'm sorry. I just still don't trust Michigan. Y'all keep on putting them in the top 4, top 10, and
they gonna beat UConn.
UConn got a spectacular program up there.
It ain't Michigan level. They ain't at least.
It could be closer than you think, Zelmay.
I think defense is just Jim Harbaugh gonna have them ready to play you. Clemson versus Louisiana Tech. Again, I'm sorry,
Don't trust
y'all,
Clemson. Don't trust that offense.
but I trust them against Louisiana Tech. That's gonna be a theme of this top 10, I believe.
We just don't trust them. But I guess like these are all those quote unquote trap games, but also they are not so much trap games, but like, you could get caught up in some of these, but also they're revenge games because they know they should have been playing better in the weeks previous.
Yeah, a lot of these. Oklahoma at Nebraska. Oklahoma defense gonna dominate Nebraska. I'm sorry. That
Closer
quarterback
than you
can't throw.
think, Zelmay.
That quarterback
Closer than
can't
you
throw.
think.
I'm sorry. Maybe I have to apologize to the quarterback of Nebraska next week. He was
Yes.
missing people wide open. This dude was missing. Like, even if they don't cover, he gonna miss wide open people. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Maybe I'll apologize to you Monday. But until you show me week 2, that's what it is. Y'all just can run the ball. That's what y'all can do. USC Fresno State. Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be a good game.
But USC gonna outscore them though.
It's gonna be a shootout for sure.
Fresno State always play USC too. Even if they don't play nobody else, they just like, we in California too. Don't forget.
What time's that game say? 7:00?
That's 10:30. It's in California.
Oh man, they play real good at 7:00 Pacific Standard Time, man.
Yeah, that's
Those Pac-10 games be lit, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be real late for us. So
I like Pac-10 late games, man. Remember those good old USC versus Stanford games back in 2005 with Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart and
Fresno had that receiver that went to the league. I forgot his name. I don't even need to talk. Arkansas Pine Bluff is one of the worst teams in college football. Jackson State would probably beat them by 50. They might could beat Oklahoma State too, but Oklahoma State gonna beat them by 40 at least.
That's fair. That might be fair.
This
they iffy too. They like the Big 12 or whatever they used to be, whatever they are now. They don't play defense no more. It's just all spread offense and then straight up just 50-yard bombs, touchdowns, and all that. Like nobody goes to the NFL from that division defensively because y'all been getting murdered all week.
Well, they get a corner that's really good. I know what's the name had a corner that was really good. Oklahoma State a few years ago.
You're gonna get plenty of wide receivers and running backs, but the defense.
We don't have to talk about this Kentucky versus Youngstown State. They didn't even put this on TV. They're like, this game is over before it even comes.
So, who has the SEC network?
Well, you basically get it free if you got ESPN Plus, but anyway, yeah.
Fair enough.
But Kentucky, Youngstown State, Kentucky easy. Arkansas, Missouri State, Arkansas easy. Missouri State is like a D2 school. I'm sorry, I apologize. This is a light week. And nobody really put in work week 3. They played a hard game last week.
Michigan State at Washington is going to be an interesting game. I believe that the Pac-10 or Pac-12 comes to play. I think that'll be a good game. BYU at Oregon. Oregon gets that bounce back. But I think the game to watch is the 9:00 game, Miami versus Texas A&M. I can't wait to watch it because both schools think that they are hot shit, and neither of them are not.
I still want to know how that 6'4" receiver couldn't catch on that little 5'7" corner. They kept throwing the 1-on-1. He could never catch the ball, and I was confused by it. It looks so funny, Joe. It looks hilarious. It looks like, hey, this dude come to this dude like stomach, and he could not jump off him to catch the ball. And it wasn't even, I don't know, man. It was strange, but again, who you got in that game since it's actually a good game? Who you got, Joe?
I'm done with that game. I just want to watch I'm watching Midnight Yell tonight, and then and that's it.
We have Utah, San Diego State. Well, in the BYU Oregon game, I'm picking.
Not to San Diego State. I love them, man. I got a lot of love for San Diego, man. That's one of my favorite cities in the world. And I hate Utah. I hate Utah because of how they treat Russell Westbrook.
And you think they women look mid and
Dwayne Wade is showing how weird he is by being part owner.
But Utah, BYU, I'm picking the Utah school to win this week in both situations. Tennessee, Akron. Tennessee. Tennessee just too talented for Akron. And Akron ain't playing Ohio State, so they ain't gonna play hard. NC State versus Texas Tech. This is gonna be my upset of the week. I'm picking Texas Tech.
It can happen. That's our coach, the mad genius, the mad scientist, Mike Leach.
Mike Leach is Mississippi State, Joe.
Oh, well, shit, man, fuck them then.
Mike Leach was gone right before Pat Mahomes got there.
My apologies. Shout out to Texas Tech during the Mike Leach years, though.
Shout out to Texas State. They beat us in our intramural championship regionals after everybody injured Dominique and everybody injured Josh Cole from our team.
Have you heard from him lately?
I did the other day.
Where is Kid Creative Player at? I need to talk to him about a lot of stuff.
But they getting whooped by Baylor. Shout out to them. They like, we go to the barber school. I'm like, bro, everybody, why all the barbers at your school 6'5", dog? Like, they all said we go to the barber school at Texas State. I'm like, they found you. But they were like 30-year-old do Ash West at regional, bro. We played them. They was all 35.
They was at barber.
Yeah, they was like, we at the barber school. I'm like, bro, if you can't, man, you went to barber school just to play intramural basketball. Get out of here. What the 35-year-old bald dude with a big beard? He about 6'3", 240. About 35 years old.
Just got out of jail.
It was wild, bro. Everybody on the team.
Put it on the TikTok.
All of them like 220 pounds. Like, they threw all 30 times we go to the barber school. Even though what, get out of here. But shout out to Texas State. Baylor gonna win though. Oh, upset alert! Florida versus South Florida. I got Florida winning, but I think you're gonna have that warning at the bottom of the screen.
Man, Florida is so suspect at this point. Like, what are they doing? What football are they playing? What is going on in Florida? What's going on in Tallahassee, y'all? I want to know what's going on in Tallahassee.
Who you got, Joe?
I gotta go Florida, but I'm telling you, it might go down to the last very minute, man.
No,
I don't trust Florida.
You're gonna be upset alert to anybody. I think Florida gonna pull it out.
I know we got a wrestling show to get down to, man. So we'll run these last ones down for you real quick.
Yeah, we got Wake Forest versus Liberty.
That boy Malik came from Liberty. Do they got a new quarterback now?
I don't think he did good. But he definitely ain't no Malik. So Wake Forest, I got him. Oh, Miss Georgia Tech.
Wake Forest.
Georgia Tech gonna probably be up at halftime. Ole Miss win by 20 points.
I like that. See, I was gonna say that. I said that they was Georgia Tech was gonna be scary because they run the ball the whole thing, and then by the time that they're down, they have to throw it, and Georgia Tech is not good with throwing the ball. Yeah. So yes, 100%. Ole Miss, let's go, baby.
Texas versus
University of Texas, San Antonio. I got Texas.
Yeah, that's gonna be an easy win. Oh, Penn State, Auburn. I got Auburn because I'm just.
That's gonna be a good one.
It is 3:30 CBS.
I'm going with my region. I'm going with Penn State, even though I'm from SEC country. I'm going with Penn State.
Yeah. And like I said, we got Pitt, Western Michigan. That could be upset, but I'm going with Pitt.
No, I'm going Pitt easily.
I just ain't watched Western Michigan enough. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
They are from the MAC, which is Ball State territory, so you should be able to beat them. So,
yeah,
and that's what it is. If it ain't nothing else, what's up, Zellmate? What else is coming up on the channel this week?
Man, you know we got on the sports channel. We got Monday Morning Quarterback. Well, I will give my apologies if they mess up. Of course, next week we got Friday Night Lights featuring Uniqo Williams. Hey, I put his name in. His name is literally gonna be like
in the title.
Like, this is the only show that anybody got a name in the title. We're gonna put his name in the title.
Thank you so much. I feel super duper important.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't even feature. He like literally the host. It just put his name in the title. Sorry. So it's
man, we got a lot of dope. We got a lot of dope ass shows coming up. Oh, everybody's favorite show on Saturday nights is popping off tomorrow. That's going down. And then we may even have an after dark version of that show. It's wild, but make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Blurred Cartel, make it make fucking sense, man.
Yeah, make it make sense. Shout out to them.
Them dragons, y'all. Them dragons gonna be on Sunday, so you know we're gonna be there for that. I'm sorry about last week, y'all. That just episode, it was just Raina was just doing too much. I'm sorry, she was just doing too much, and it just made me feel real weird.
Yeah, that's on Sunday, and we got Power. I'm doing Power. Miss Bradshaw might be with me on Power, so it's gonna be fun. Miss Bradshaw always showing love in the chat.
Shout out to Miss Bradshaw. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so she said she finally caught up on it. So we'll we get to talk to Miss Bradshaw how she feel about what's going on Rock and Kane now. Monday locker room talk. Shout out to the Blurred Boys. They showed me on here Tuesday. I'll put something out. I figure Joe got shorts coming. Monday, I forgot also Man Cave, very funny episode of Man Cave come out Monday, so be there for that. We talking to our 18-year-old selves, and some of us wants to be more toxic, and some of us wants to be more humble, and it's okay. It's how life is. Sometimes sometimes you feel like I should have got it out younger, so I understand.
Disclaimer right now, I should have fucked all y'all bitches.
And that's what we got. And Just a Fan might come out if we get some news or anything interesting. So it's a lot of fun stuff. I got a lot of content to come out too on the Zelmay channel. So hit that link tree below. Joe, where can they find you? Where can they see you streaming?
UnicoWilliams.com. All roads lead to me. And hey, baby, if you want to start a Snapchat streak, hit me up.
Are you doing Twitch now too? Have you figured it out yet?
Twitch?
Yeah. You can do both now. Sure. Okay. So,
no, I'm not fooling with Twitch. All the black people are mad at Twitch, so I'm not fooling with Twitch.
So we see him on Uniqo. Oh, you can do Facebook. You doing Facebook? You doing the Facebook game?
Yes, we are on Facebook. Uniqo Williams Gaming. We are on there, so you can definitely.
So he's on both of them. You on Facebook and UniqoWilliams.com. So he'll do both his streams there. So go check him out. And yes, I appreciate y'all. And we got to get to this wrestling show. So
This morning's devotion, I was reading about Moses, and God spoke to Moses in the desert. Where we at? You know what I'm saying? Come on.